What's up, Gemini? This is Mercury Roberts, back at it again with the Peace Dealer channel, bringing you your July monthly tarot forecast. And so, let's get this party started. Uh, what can I tell Gemini for July 2017? What can I tell the sign of Gemini for July 2017? What can I tell the sign of Gemini for July 2017? All right, that was it. Feel it. All right, cut the deck. Let's get this party started. So at the bottom of your deck, Gemini, this is about feeling emotionally happy. And so it seems like in July, you guys have come to a time where you want to be emotionally happy. You want to fulfill your emotional dreams and goals and things that are important to you, whether it be family, whether it be the emotional work that you want to do, whether it be your friendships, emotional friendships, whether it be just anything that has to deal with your emotions. You want to be emotionally happy this month in July. And so I almost see a good time coming. And so, Gemini, this is the King of Swords, and this is actually ruled by Gemini. This is an air card, and so this has Gemini flavor to it. And in the first position, this card, the King of Swords, is about using your intellect in the right manner. Using your intellect, using your intellect for authority purposes, being an authority figure, being more serious about what you want, not tripping over your emotions, and just kind of being more logical about stuff. Or this could be a King of Swords in your situation. This could be somebody in your situation, male or female, who is showing energy of the King of Swords. And so the energy of the King of Swords is he's mind over matter. He's all about his intellect. He doesn't really care about emotions. He really cares about logic. What's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad. And he kind of sticks to that. And so this is why this is an air card, because it's more about the logic, about the mind. So this is a very mental reading. And so the King of Swords here is definitely telling me that mentally you guys are trying to be a king of oneself. You guys are trying to become your true self. You're trying to become the king that you are. You know, you're trying to exude that energy of the king, whether you're male or female. You could be exuding this energy about knowing what you want and going for it, and not being afraid of the risk or chances that you got to take to receive whatever it is you want. And so your opposition in the situation, which is interesting, is the Seven of Swords. So I'm almost feeling like with this right here, it's about being upright in your decision making and not being crafty. Being upright, because this is more of upright mentally, and this is more of being crafty, and this is the opposition. So it's about not having to be underhanded to get what you want accomplished. Not having to be underhanded to get what you want to accomplish, but being this king. Now, I ain't gonna lie, this king sometimes can be a bit of a rude boy. Let's say it like that. But to me personally, being Gemini Moon, I'm Gemini Moon, I don't think there's nothing wrong with being honest. You know what I mean? That's what air quality gives. It gives this impression of honesty. It's like, well, hey, you know, this is what I think. This is what I think is right. This is what I think is wrong. And to some people, that might come off as a bit, excuse my language, but honest, asshole-ish. But it truly is not, because we need that truth. The truth hurts. You know what I mean? And that's what air quality gives. The truth hurts. And so with this card, it's like being underhanded about the truth. and kind of being deceptive. So it's about knowing your own truth, knowing your own truth and sticking with it, and not really going with any other flow, not going outside of the flow, and not trying to do too much, not trying to take on too much mentally. I'm just kind of easing off a little bit. And so your next card is the Four of Wands in the third position. And so I like this card in the third position because it says you guys are celebrating now. You guys are celebrating some type of achievement, accomplishment, something that has gotten better in your life. Whether you finally got that peace at home, or it's time for some peace in your home in July, you will have some peace in your home. But it's a mile marker. This moment for the Four of Wands is a mile marker. It's a mile marker in your life to say a time of success. It's a time that you realize, I've done the right thing. I've done what was good for me. I've done the best that I can do in my situation, and so I am grateful. This card is especially big on great gratitude. It's about being grateful for the things that you do have, not looking at the things that you don't have. And so in the third position, you guys are in a good standing right now with the universe, because it almost says that the universe is going to bless you with some type of milestone success that you could be able to move forward and feel lighter about yourself. I almost felt like there was some hard times, emotional hard times in the past. And so you guys are trying to be more of yourself, be more not nobody else. Because this king right here, this is the King Gemini right here. So it's like, just being sturdy with yourself, more sturdy with yourself, and not kind of bending your beliefs because of what other people want you to do, or what feels like is right. And so in the fourth position, we have Temperance. And temperance in the past means that maybe in June you had to do some balancing of your life, of yourself, balancing of your personality, of the situations that you were going through. You just had to balance out, yourself, your inner self, to be able to deal with other people or other situations. So it was like a time of stepping away and looking at yourself and seeing what was profitable for yourself in your circumstance, in your situation, and this created some type of coming success. And so that is a good thing. And so also this is an angel here, so I almost see like the angels were guiding you too in the past. Angels came and looked for you and got you out of certain situations that you were in by the graces of God. But do not be underhanded. That is the only thing that the universe is asking you. Trust in the universe. Do not trust in being deceptive, but trust in the universe, that the universe will guide you to where you need to go. And so in your fifth position mentally is the Five of Cups. And so the Five of Cups is a card about, it's about not being able to look at what's there and kind of focused on everything else. So mentally, Gemini, you guys are almost kind of, okay, there was a situation that kind of worked for you. It may have been a bit stable, right? But there was some turmoil and conflict. And so mentally, you felt like you had to turn away from the situation. Now, this was a pretty sturdy situation that you were in. Now, if it was a business that you were in, if it was a relationship that you were in, something that you were in it, and you turned your back on it. You turned your back on it and you grieved over it. You grieved over it as in, you had to let the situation go. Now, off in the hills somewhere, there's a better situation. And so if you notice with this card, there's a house across the river. And so it's almost like he, even though he turned his back on this and he's facing these cups that have fallen, if he just looks up a little bit, he'll see that if he crosses the river, there is a place of refuge there, a place of peace, a place of rest there off in the horizon. And so it says you guys needed to mentally get away from a situation to heal. That's how I'm looking at this card at this current time in this reading. You had to get away from a situation where you can heal. As you see, the cups are falling over, and so there's blood on the ground. There's blood spilled on the ground, and so the situation was kind of like a dying out situation, and you couldn't take it no more. And you kind of felt like, you know, what's my use here? It has no profit. It's not doing me any good. And so how can I manifest better in my life? And so in your sixth position, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Great card to have in a sixth position. Now, this could be somebody coming into your life in the near future, in the middle of June. Somebody coming into your life and trying to help you, nurture you, kind of cooking little snacks and stuff. Just always eating and wanting to make snacks and being profitable to you and being very caring and just kind of trying to nurture you and trying to tell you ideas or ways to make more money. Or just kind of getting that promotion you want, or kind of just being natural with yourself, finding your self-love, and just kind of like growing upon that. And so this card is definitely the Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing card, and it's a success card. So it's about you guys. See, like I said, there's a coming success. So then here's more success right here. It's about grounding yourself and doing the right thing. Grounding yourself and making good decisions that will manifest things for you in a positive direction emotionally. And so you guys are looking for this emotional fulfillment, but you had to balance yourself out first. So you had to see your duality within yourself first before you could actually deal with it. Now that you see it, you were able to deal with it and balance your inner turmoils out. And so now you're like, you're this king now. You're ready to do things. You're feeling on top of the world right now, and you're ready to accomplish some tasks. You're ready to leave the things behind that don't matter to you anymore. They might have been stable according to society, but to you, they might not have been what you really wanted out of life, and so you had to leave it behind for something new. You had to take a little refuge, a time out, and then come back at it again. And so now here we have in the near future a timing of being able to reap the benefits of the hard work that you have put in, and kind of reaping what you sow and getting the justice that you want, and manifesting good labor, good fruits, and becoming more nourishing yourself, more just regrouped. You still got this seriousness to you, because it seems like you're serious about the situation, because I see a lot of seriousness in here. But at the same time, lighten up a little bit and enjoy life. Like, get yourself out there in nature, you know, and relive the moments, you know. Get in nature and enjoy life a little bit, and be a little more easier on yourself is almost what I'm feeling, you know, because I don't see a lot of emotions in here, though. The Ten of Cups is at the bottom. There's more swords and wands here in Pentacles, and so we're looking for cups, we're looking for emotional. So of course you guys are Gemini, so you're not so emotional about things, you're more rational. But at this time you're needing a little bit of emotion, almost to feel what's going on in your situation. And so through that you can nourish yourself. That's when you get in the earth, because water and the earth make plants, right? And so you need some emotion in here. We need some emotion in here. So it's about checking your emotions a little bit and making sure you're making the right decisions for yourself, emotionally, mentally, being fit for yourself. And so in the seventh position we have the Two of Swords, and so this is the self position. And so in the self position we have a card that stands for stalemate. And so it says within yourself right now, you're at a stalemate, and it's almost like you're cutting the cords. You're cutting the cords from the past. You're cutting the cords from what could be, what should be, what isn't right now in your life. And you're like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna move forward, and I'm gonna make some type of decision. I'm gonna do something. I'm not just gonna stay here and not move forward. I'm gonna do something. Just like this guy here, he's sitting still. He's not going to the house of refuge. And so you're needing this house of refuge right now. And so in the seventh position with the Two of Swords, it's basically speaking balance out your emotions, balance out the stagnation that's going on inside of you, and come up with a decision. You can't bounce in between, back and forth. You know, you have to be able to go straight. And I know, Gemini is a very mutable sign, and so you guys are always formulating, adding to, dropping out, putting back in. Okay, this works. Let me push this to the side and let me see what this is going on over here. And so you always got your hands in a lot of different projects. And so for this card to be here, it's almost like cutting the cord off the projects that are not working for you, or the things that are not working for you, and kind of focusing on the things that will work for you. And so it's in the future, in July, middle of July, closer to the end, you guys will be cutting the cords from the things that don't work out no more emotionally. And so in your eighth position, we have the Eight of Wands. And so this card has been showing up in every reading that I've been seeing. And so it's forward movement for everybody. And so even, especially you guys, Gemini, because this is a card of communication and not knowing where the wands will end. So where the wheel stops, nobody knows. But is it spinning? Yes, it is. And so you're meeting a lot of new people, you're embarking on new relationships in your environment, new friendships, new business partnerships. Everything is new and everything's moving so fast for you right now. It's a good thing because you guys are in the midst where you're not in that stagnation that you were in a couple months ago. So now you guys are in a better place right now to make things happen in communication, and spiritually it's like you're moving forward also. And so in the ninth position, we have strength. So your heart is in strength right now. You guys are ready. The heart and strength, the heart position, strength there. Leo, self-expression, creativity. It's like you guys are expressing yourselves right now. You guys are open for communication. The lines are open. You guys are making moves right now. You guys are proud. You're profitable right now. You're going to do wonderful things. I definitely see y'all doing some great things in July. I see communication lines opening up in July, and you guys just moving forward. And so with the strength card here in the heart position, it's like you guys are at your strongest right now. The heart is in tune with the mind, and so you guys are at peace right now. You have conquered your inner demons. You have conquered the people who are trying to impress you mentally, emotionally, and everything. And you're not with it no more. You're not with the bullcrap no more. You are now focused on what's important to you, and you have the strength and the courage to go for it. So in the 10th position, we have the Queen of Swords. And so once again, another mental card. So we have the King of Swords first, and then we have the Queen of Swords in the end. And so, boom. The Queen gives the King his emotional compassion, his emotional structure, compassion and structure, let's say. So the Queen gives the King his rights. The Queen gives the King information, advice. And so it says that there will be a healthy exchange of communication between you and others. And then also I'm seeing that you will make good decisions for yourself in July. You will make better decisions for yourself, actually. You will do the right thing. You will cut the cords for people who are not working. You will move forward mentally, emotionally, and you will set yourself straight to new opportunities. So this lady right here, she's actually coming to cut away anything that is not profitable in your life mentally and emotionally, so that you can have that happiness that you want. So you guys will be fine mentally. You guys will get the nourishment that you need mentally. You will be cutting some cords and moving forward, and just don't be deceptive about it. Don't step into the dark realm of deception. Be true to yourself and be true to your mindset, and don't let people try to stop you. You guys are strong right now. You're strong-willed right now, and so you can beat these mental torments that tend to hit Gemini, because they're the darkness and the light of of the zodiac. They're the dark and the light, both sides. And so it's about balancing the dark and the light side and coming one with yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed Gemini. Blessings to you from the Gemini moon, Mercury Roberts. Peace.